Hi, and welcome to DiPaola Turkeys, a business that my father started in 1948, growing turkeys on this very property. I learned at a very early age, farming is a way of life and not just a job. A perfect example of what I learned is the folks to the left and to the right and behind me. These are the individuals that create the team at DiPaola Turkey Farms. I can't thank these people around me enough. I have been involved in the business since I graduated high school in 1970. These barns were constructed between 1948 and 1950. They still stand. My father started here with the very first barn. And this is how it all starts for a baby turkey. They're placed in these rings, these large circles, around a main heat source, as well as plenty of clean water for them to drink and feed for them to eat. Also, this is very important. It's a clean, dry bedding. They will spend anywhere from 3 to 4 days in these large circles. These turkeys are about 24 hours old. Some choose to go underneath the heat. When they do get tired, they want to sleep. When they care to eat, they walk over to the feeders and help themselves to whatever food they want, as well as the water source. And it is very important also to have clean air flowing through here, which we have fans circulating the air. These are all critical ingredients to the health of the turkeys. These turkeys will have a tendency to crowd into one another and possibly suffocate each other. So we have to be vigilant to make sure that that doesn't happen. When we see turkeys starting to get too close to one another because of their new environment, we are there to herd them off, scare them if you will, to prevent them from harming themselves. After that, we open up those rings so they have full access to what is called the brooding barn. This particular barn has 2 sets of feed lines and 2 hoppers, and the feed is transported via a giant screw, or an auger as it's called, and it is delivered into these pans below, and it stretches out about 150 feet through the barn. This barn is about 190 feet long. Throughout the entire process, it is critical that we maintain clean drinking water, clean feed, and clean bedding. Extremely critical in the process. And when the inside lines call for the feed, there is an auger or a screw, again, that transports the feed from the bottom of the bin right up that tube to the inside of the barns where the turkeys consume the feed. Now, as the feed source changes for these turkeys when they are day old, up until about 2 weeks of age, so does the water source. The watering source is on the outside of the barn. It prevents any type of floods that may occur, and the turkeys have a source of water which stretches in several areas on both sides of these barns, so they have plenty of water to drink. And these are somewhat protective barriers. Should there be any type of predators around here, the turkeys will stick their heads right through these holes to drink from the watering trough. When they do that, there could be an occasional predator that can try to harm them. So this is a protective barrier so that that cannot happen. As you can see, the process has evolved quite nicely. As with any business, it evolves with the changing demands for people. We at one time, through the 70s and 80s, were growing turkeys all over the state of New Jersey. We have now focused, we still grow a lot of turkeys. We manufacture meat products made from turkey. They are distributed locally here as well in the Green Market program in New York City. I hope you've enjoyed this brief film on what it's like to grow a turkey from day one until the end, and what it's also like to live on a farm in the state of New Jersey. Thank you.